Welcome everyone to today's very special masterclass. My name is Hoai An Pham. I am based out of X regional team out of the Singapore office, and very, very happy to be here with all of you today. I think we will have very good conversation, and towards the end, I'm hoping that you would stay so that we can have a more two-way conversation. The team is here with me as well. We have our partner in the house as well, and we would love to chat more and more with you about what's going on at the X platform. Without further ado, today we will dive into the power of X audience, X conversations, and then how can you start with X organically as well as with X ads. We will also be covering some measurement, how do you measure your campaign performance, and as I said towards the end, I hope to be able to connect with you instead of many to one, hopefully more one-on-ones between me and the team, with you, with our partner as well. And of course, if you have been an avid user of X, or if you have been following us on the news, you know that we have transitioned from our dear name Twitter onto X, but our vision remains the same. We still want to be the world's global town square, and we are where the real-time trends happen. This is probably some of the trends that you guys should be telling me about, but I'm just going to open up some of the trends that are happening on X and how, when you are scrolling on today's timeline, those are the things that you will see in the newspaper headlines on the news tomorrow, and that is the sole power of X. We dig into the top 10 conversation topics in India last year, and you can see, I think this represents a very diverse nation, ranging from politics to news to sports, business and finance, food, music, you have all of that. And the top 10 conversations together made up 1.9 billion posts. This volume is not only huge, but it also represents the visibility that these conversation topics have on X, and how X is where people come together to turn to X first when these things happen in the world. For example, the historic win, T20 World Cup triumph, national pride, round of applause, against South Africa ignited X. The conversations absolutely took over the platform, with hashtag T20 World Cup made up 2.8 million posts alone. And it became a very unifying moment on X. We also have another viral moment where entertainment and tech comes together on the platform, where the futuristic car, and we have director, excuse my pronunciation, Nat Ashwin, actually tweeted out the hashtag Bougie calling Elon Musk to actually try out this car. And it alone, the hashtag, gathered almost 40,000 posts in 24 hours. And when it comes to entertainment, there's nowhere like X, where regional and national entertainment come together. Big Boss, hashtag Big Boss 18 alone, gathered 6 million posts on the platform. And you can see all the varying topics and conversations that happen around this reality buzz of the country. And of course, it would be amiss to talk about the power of X without talking about our audience. All right. Okay, now we dive into the power of X user, if the kicker would let me. The growth in our user, the growth story here is shown in the user active seconds in India. Last year alone, we are seeing our users more active than ever on the platform. You will see between 2024 and 2023, the time that our users spend on the platform actually grew by 15%. Similarly, globally, we are seeing daily video consumption showing a growth story of 38% year over year on X. And if you ask us about our user and their strength, it comes down to how influential they are, how affluent they are, and how they always come with high intent purchase decisions. According to eMarketer, X users is the most focused and most attentive comparing to any other platforms. And if I may say, we are the world's largest focus group when it comes to offering real-time insights and how you can come in with things that resonates with this generation and beyond. And it's not just about the power of our audience, it's also about how incremental they are. These are the people that you will only be able to reach on X alone. Our audience is young, they are enthusiasts, they come to X to talk about what they like, they come to talk about what they're passionate about, and they want two-way conversations with business leaders, with entertainers, with celebrities, as well as with business leaders. They are also very receptive to ads. And they are always the first one to try new products. And this high intent behaviors is where we highly suggest brands to come in to attract this unique opportunity to help your business grow and drive sales. And again, talking about X as a platform, these few years we have made so much in AI advancements that it would be amiss not to talk you through today. At X, we are driving rapid innovations, and we're at the forefront with cutting-edge technology, especially with the partnership with our sister company, XAI. We are bringing media innovation through first-to-market features and really being at the forefront, driving the industry together with us in this transformative innovation. Has anyone here used Grok before? Love it. So Grok is our AI assistant with very insightful responses, and I personally like it because you have fun mode. If you haven't, I strongly recommend this very afternoon, you go on the app. It's available to all users. You all should be able to access it and ask it to roast you. I think it will be a very good 5 minutes. So while we are trying to boost productivity here, I'm sure Grok is helping all of us to boost our productivity. And if you don't know this, through XAI, we have the world's largest AI training cluster in Memphis. We have over 100,000 NVIDIA GPUs, and within this quarter alone, we are trying to double it with the vision of actually reaching 1 million. This will bring us at the forefront, already surpassing our competitors like OpenAI or Google. And this positions us really firmly, once again, at the forefront as a driver of the industry. With this improved infrastructure, we are actually launching Grok 3 beta. This was available two months ago. If you haven't been able to try it, I'm really hoping to show you on the slide. But Grok 3 now comes with reasoning capabilities, and they are actually trained with previous court cases. It means that it will be able to deliver to you compelling legal analysis. Do not come back to me with any feedback about any wrong recommendations, but it's actually very developed in the sense that it will be able to give you very instant responses. Through Grok, because Grok has access to our real-time user data, it also means that your For You timeline algorithms, as well as the ads algorithms, are more highly relevant. The great thing that is specific about this market is that we have launched Grok Vision. You may, if any of you haven't used Grok, you may ask me what is Grok Vision. It allows us to use highly visual inputs through your phone cameras, and it actually will respond to you in local languages like Hindi, like Tagalog, like Tamil, and this is something that we are also hoping to launch in Android as well. Yeah, it doesn't work. And who here as X-users follow business leaders? Come on. Yes. X is the microphone that we use, that business leaders use. If you are familiar with how we work, you may wonder, how haven't you seen X do public relations recently? It's because X is the platform where real-time trends will come on first. If you remember the US elections, we were the platform that learned about Biden withdrawing from the election race even before the newspapers. That's why we say that what's happening on X timeline today is what's going to end up in the headlines tomorrow. And among all of these conversations that business leaders come and have a two-way conversation with their audience, tech is definitely the one topic that is absolutely booming on X. I think Elon is our owner, but I think it's also very important that we're able to, while appreciate separate the brand of Elon and the brand of X, because we all have known X and used X long before, right? It was Twitter, it was a platform that everyone come for many, many reasons. So while we should appreciate, once again, we should separate these two brands. Thank you. So as I was talking to you about the tech conversations, which is booming on X, we are seeing over 4 billion impressions surrounding these conversations alone. So the dominance on X is absolutely undeniable. I do want to show you the emerging tech hashtags that have surfaced last year. And if you look at this, these are the emerging tech hashtags in India alone. And altogether, it is showing a connected, innovative digital India, which I believe is why all of us are here today. And in summary, before we move on to the next part, after a very turbulent few minutes, let me summarize the last few slides. We have walked through how conversation on X and our audience is the core power of this platform. We want to maintain it, we want to superhead it, and we want to be able to bring to our users unparalleled values as well as experience. And shall we start with X? So I hope that many of you would be familiar with the X profile and the components on it. As usual, you will have your header image and your profile image. These should be very representable images of your brand, for example, your logo or your storefront. You also have your description, where you will also be able to add the location and website of your businesses. All of this should altogether reflect your brand's purpose and help to encourage potential buyers to eventually follow or click through to your website. Posting organic content is something that we will always encourage on top of incremental to running X ads. A few tips that we want to leave you with, since all of you here must be very witty people, so you don't need any of these tips. But do try to limit your use of hashtags. I know it's a tendency for all of us who like to use the platform to be able to click through and follow the conversations on the hashtags, but we do recommend limiting it to 1 to 2 max per post. We also encourage a clear call to action so that your audience know exactly what you want them to do. Is it click through to the website? Is it follow for a coupon code? Let's be clear so that we can eventually derive to the intended result. We also encourage to include a photo or video to help with the engagement and to help your post really stand out on this very busy timeline. And my favorite friend, let's come back to Grok. Because now Grok is able to help you to access the real-time trends and data on X, you can use Grok to actually help you with your content ideas, come up with audience insights. You can ask them some insights on your followers. You can also ask it to refine or even draft your post. I actually stole these next few slides from a colleague who I'm trying to locate. Maybe he's not here, which is a better outcome for me. So we have tried to ask Grok, what is the secret to nailing your brand presence? And this is what Grok has given back to me, just for example of some questions that you should be able to ask Grok. Grok has recommended that we stick to these 4 C's: clarity, consistency, creativity, and charm, altogether bringing the core purpose of your brand out to your intended audience. We can also ask Grok to help us identify trends. For example, I asked Grok my colleague asked Grok, what products are trending in India these days? And Grok actually gave me a list of categories as well as examples. Yes, can I just pause for a fact? Once again, my name is Hoài An. In Vietnamese, it actually means to always be calm. We shall come back. So these are the 7 categories, for example, that Grok has given me in terms of what products are trending in India these days. If you have a moment to help us to validate if these are products that you are hearing people also talk about in India. Skipping ahead, verification is something that I get a lot of questions about. My colleagues, our partner here also get a lot of questions about. To be able to run ads on X, you need to be verified. And this is to protect both our users, to make sure that there's a quality experience for them on the platform, as well as protect you to avoid impersonation, so on and so on. To be able to start advertising via verification, you have two options, either X Premium, which is a tiered option. You can do basic, X Premium, or X Premium Plus, which enable a range of premium features, for example, longer posts. You can also edit posts. There's also top articles and also long-form videos that you have access to. The other option that we actually encourage business to opt for is verified organization, which will give you a gold badge instead of a blue badge. And via this, you will have access to even more features, for example, hiring priority support, and you will also be able to tap onto our handle swaps or handle claims requests. And after all of the organic fun, let's dive into X ads. Once again, just going through a very simple layout of the ads component. As many other platforms, what we have, which you may be familiar about, we have copy, creative, and CTA, all of which we have pretty much the similar recommendations as to organic. Let's try to be very clear with the CTA, try to have some creative, and try to be succinct with your copy. And X can deliver your full funnel objectives no matter where your brand is in your journey, from awareness to consideration to conversion. We have a full product suite. Either via self-serve or via managed service, which we will be very happy to talk to you a little bit about. Oh, it lands on the perfect slide. Solutions to grow your business. Timeline takeover and trend takeover tap on our most premium impressions, and this is something that we'll be able to chat to you more about in managed buys. However, all the rest from video ads, keyword app re-engagement, app install are all available for self-serve advertisers. A very interesting advancement that we've launched in India recently, late January, is Quick Promote. So with Quick Promote, as SMBs, you will be able to go to your business profile and actually boost an organic post within 2 clicks or 2 finger movements. And I will just spend 3 quick minutes to walk you through the steps of how you can set up your ads very quickly on X. Okay, here it is. So I hope by now we can all skip the create user handle, because I assume all of you would have X handles by now. After that, you can go to ads.x.com to add your credit card. Afterwards, we can click select create campaign. Next slide, please. And for the purpose of this presentation, let's go on the simple route. Here are the campaign objectives that would be available for you to choose from. Reach engagement, website traffic, and keywords. All of this will be able to let you tap on or reach the intended objective of your campaign. For example, do you want to reach the most amount of people? Do you want to reach people who are more likely to engage with your post? Do you want to reach people who are more likely to visit your website? I do imagine this to be a more popular goal or eventual objective of a lot of you here. Or finally, do you want to reach people who are interacting with relevant keywords that you have provided? We can touch on targeting as well. X offers a range of targeting features, starting with demographic, which I believe most of us are familiar with. You can target by gender, age, as well as location. Location targeting will allow you to select the country, cities, regions that you ship to, and also target a radius around your, for example, storefront. Recently, we have opened up regional targeting for some of our premium buys as well, for example, takeover. So if this is something that you're interested about, once again, do come with questions. Here are the list of targeting features that we enable on X. Keywords, follower lookalikes. So you can actually target followers of similar businesses as yours to increase engagement likelihood. You can also You can also target by interest as well as language. A recent development that we have launched in terms of ads algorithm as well as targeting solutions is our optimized targeting enabled via AI and once again Grok. Through this AI feature, if you have enabled it, or it can also be default on your ads manager, it actually expands beyond your set parameters where we are confident that we will be able to deliver results. For how to use Grok for ads campaigns, similar to how we've talked through to use Grok to help you draft organic posts, how to increase your brand presence, you can also use Grok to come up with targeting keywords, lookalike accounts, and ad text, all of which very valuable to improve the delivery of your campaigns. Measurement is definitely something that all advertisers will care about. If you select Ads Manager from the campaign drop-down menu, you will be able to look through how many impressions or how many views, etc. your campaign has delivered. The metrics of success is available for your viewing. As I've said, from views to impressions to the number of times your ads have been engaged with or clicked, the percentage of times your ads has been viewed, as well as the cost, the amount that you have paid per click. A lot of advertisers, especially SMBs, come to us to talk about how to optimize your budgeting best practices. So out of many things that we can recommend to you in terms of optimization, here are a few bullet points. First of all, in terms of daily budget, make sure to set something that fits within your monthly advertising budget. A simple math equation is put here for your reference. We can also look through ongoing campaigns, select a longer date range, make sure that your campaign has enough time for learning curve, and for shorter campaigns around limited time offer, sales, so on and so on, do try to raise your budget to make sure that you will be able to reach your intended audience. Before we come to the end of this session, I would love to share with you some additional resources. Before all of this, actually, in a little bit, we will have another session for X, which is about empowering creators and how you can engage creators in your campaigns, organically or paid. So please do come and join my colleague Pritish in a little bit in room 204 at 204A. Yeah. Other than that, we have a range of available resources for you to look into. Please do click a follow through to our marketing in to follow through very market-specific updates. We also have at X Business on X for you to have a more global view on all the developments and advancements that we are launching to the market. Our business.x.com will be able to provide to you more detail on everything that I've walked through, as well as success stories. And finally, xadsacademy.com. You will be able to get free X Ads training. So yes, I'm seeing phone being raised up, so do have a click. And once again, I would like to thank you again for your extreme patience with me and the AV support team today. We have in the room today with us a lot of ex-colleagues who have flown with me from Singapore, as well as our local exclusive partner, Aleph. So instead of having many to one Q&A, I would love to open this up for more interactive sessions. The team is in the room, and we will be able to come to you directly for more conversations. Please do stay behind. Thank you.